twist, gaze up, open top. Exhale, round and keep going to warm up the spine. Moving with breath, grace and ease. A few more, following your own flow, your own pace, your own breath. Making sure you round fingers, feeling the fingertips and the knuckles of the palms of the hands. Coming down to the elbows. Pressing into the hands and the elbows, press into the feet into dolphin. And then forwards to a dolphin back. Exhale back to dolphin. Keep going. Warming up the whole body. Breathe. Slowly come down to the knees, back to tabletop, and then press up to downward facing dog, raising one leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, taking the leg down, raising the other leg up. Three-legged dog. Halasana. Float the leg down. Coming back to the dog. Forwards to plank as we keep warming up here. Exhale to the dog. Forwards to plank. Exhale to the dog. Forwards to plank. Nice straight line with the body. Exhale to the dog. Keep going with the breath. And modified cat-cow. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, folding. Keep going with the breath. Articulate the spine before we come into our peacock pose. And using the wall for support, sure you have a good alignment. Again, knees underneath the hips, elbows underneath the shoulders, making sure your head is raised. And then curl under the toes, lift the hips up, walk the feet up to dolphin, and then spring off, coming up. So maybe just doing this to start if you don't have the peacock in your regular practice, or resting on your elbows as you allow the legs to come up against them. And then slowly come back down when you're ready and rest in Halasana. Start with looking up. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Cat and cow, warming up the spine. Down, one hand and then the other hand to the elbow to make sure your shoulder distance apart. Ground into the elbows, link the hands together, making sure you're grounding down to the elbows here. And then you can bring the head down to the hands. Now you were meant to have at least a credit card space in between the earth and the crown. Curl under the toes, press the hips up. Walk the feet in, not too deep. Engage the core, inhale. Get there the first time, that's okay. Try one more time. I am totally out of practice. And making sure you reset the spine, walk the hands out. Resting on the forehead, child's pose with the knees together or knees apart, whatever works for you. I'm going to finish off with a cat and cow as well, just to reset my spine a bit more. Swing the legs around. And come into assisted shoulder stand. It's always nice to kind of reset the shoulders after a headstand. So assisted shoulder stand is salambasarvangasana. So I'm going to come into it, the rock and roll, hands behind the knees. And just, before I do that, just massaging at the spine. And then roll up, hands on the lower back, bringing the elbows as close together as you can, point the toes, engage the core, engage the glutes, the thighs. Chin is tucked, neck extends long, not, I repeat, not looking from side to side in this pose. Weight in the shoulders, not on the neck. Now if you have this pose in your regular practice, maybe float the hands out to the earth, press into the earth, or maybe come into the elbows, bind the fingers just gently, and feel into those extra core muscles you're creating here. Breathe. Maybe bring the hands back to your lower back as you come into Halasana Plow pose. Flex the toes and maybe bringing the toes to the earth if that's available to you. Again, link the hands behind your back. Again, if that's available. Micro bend the knees, maybe just massage the toes as you go back and forth. And be mindful of the lower back. If this is too deep, listen to your body. Breathe, come into stillness. Maybe bring the knees down to the ears. Knee to ear pose. Breathe, let go. And maybe straighten out the legs, walk the legs over towards the right. Knees come down, feeling that stretch along the side body, thoracic spine. And then straighten out the legs, walk over towards the left, maybe bend the knees in. And then coming back to plow. Bring the hands back to the lower back, straighten out the
Right leg up towards the ceiling, then the left. Again, this particular pose really helps to strengthen the core if you're not ready for headstand yet. So this is building the core. And then slowly maybe bringing the feet out to a straddle, point the toes. Maybe bringing the feet all the way down to a wide angled plow. Inhale, engage the core. Float the legs back up using core strength. Exhale back down, flex the feet. Inhale back up using the core. One more. Knees float in towards the chest. Slowly come down. So when we've done a shoulder stand like this, it's always good to reset the spine. So we're going to do that with a sleeping twist pose. So straighten out the left leg, hug the right knee in towards the chest, flex the feet, not fleet. Bring the right elbow out level with the shoulder, and then gazing towards the right elbow, come into a twist. Knee comes over towards the left. Now from here you can straighten the leg out long as the toe touches the earth, or you can keep the foot on top of the left leg, or you can bring the heel underneath the left leg, going deeper into the twist. Breathe. So it's not important that your knee touches the earth, it's important your shoulders stay grounded. So you're going to feel the twist along the shoulder, the chest, the side body, the waist, IT band, the glute and hip, and probably the abdomen rib cage too. Breathe, let go as we reset the body. And then slowly come back, hug the knees back in. Double wind relieving pose of Pavana as you rock backwards and forwards or side to side. Whatever works for you. Straighten out the right leg, flex the foot, and then take the left arm out to a cactus, gazing over towards the left elbow as you sweep that left knee over towards the right. Again, you can straighten out the left foot, straighten out the left leg, as long as the toe touches the earth, or you can have the foot against the right leg, or heel underneath that right leg. Breathe, let go. And then slowly come back. I'm going to bring the feet out to mat distance apart, knees together, coming into sleeping TP to reset the body, reset the spine. Make yourself comfortable. Hug the shoulders away from the ears, arms away from the body, palms facing up, open to receive. Take a few deep grounding breaths here and let go into stillness. Releasing the jaw, allowing the tongue to release from the roof of the mouth, finding peace in your practice. Slowly hug the knees back in, or stay in your form of your final resting pose as long as you wish. Raising the right arm overhead, rolling over onto that right side. As you come into that fetal position, left hand in front of the heart, take a few breaths here. Pressing the right hand down, left hand down, straighten out that left leg, as you slowly come back up to a nice, easy seated position to seal off your practice today. Again, you can have legs out long, easy, cross-legged, sirsasana, whatever works for you. Heels towards the midline, half lotus, full lotus, whatever works for you and your practice. Take a nice long inhale, grow tall in the spine, tucking the chin, stacking shoulders over the rib cage over the pelvis, sucking the belly button back towards the spine. Raising the arms up overhead, palms face up. Gaze up, palms together, exhale through heart center. Tucking the chin, coming into prayer. Maybe float the eyes closed or rest with your gaze 2 or 3 feet ahead. Grateful and honoured to share with you on this beautiful journey. May be happy, healthy, and free. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed this more advanced practice today. I hope you enjoyed the headstand. And if you're not there yet, that's okay too. Please don't do it if you don't do this in your regular practice. So I hope you enjoyed the peacock pose or pinchamayurasana and the assisted shoulder stand. Let me know how any of those poses went for you. I'd love to hear from you. Anyway, please enjoy the rest of this beautiful day. Namaste.